welcome and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So in today's video, I'll share with you guys how to dry and preserve meat to last for a long time. But before I continue, if you're new here, if this is your first time of coming across my video, thank you so much. You're welcome to Becky the Mommy's YouTube channel, and I would appreciate you to subscribe and join the family. And if you're a return subscriber watching, God bless you for supporting my YouTube channel always. Okay guys, now to continue with what I was saying, this firewood method of drying meat is very old. I mean, it's a method that has been used by my mother, my grandmother, and of course my great-grandmothers. Okay, so guys, normally when I buy meat in bulk, it usually lasts me and my family for a space of 2 months, 3 months. It all depends on the quantity of meat that I bought. Okay, now what I do is I clean the meat, cut them, and then portion them in a way that it's easy for me to pick out 1 or 2 portion. It all depends on the quantity of the food that I want to cook. Like I always bulk cook for my family, and I have bulk cooking videos, and I also have videos on how I bulk buy meat. Should in case you would like to see these videos, I'll drop the link in the description box. So guys, during the festive season, we were having electricity issue, and for those of you who have been following my vlogs, you know by now that I got a lot of livestock for the festive season. And due to the electricity issue, if I keep storing the meat the way I store meat in the freezer, these meats were not going to last. They were going to go bad. So I had to think of another way to preserve this meat to last for a long time. And to my advantage, we were going to celebrate Christmas in grandma's house. So I went to grandma's house with the livestock to dry them up the old-fashioned way. Now this firewood method of drying meat is amazing. I can't begin to really dive into the benefits of drying meat with firewood. One of its benefits is the flavor it gives to the meat. But before I get to that, let me show you guys how I prepped this meat before drying them to give the meat taste when it's being used to cook. Now what you see is just dry pepper that I grinded, and then I also added seasoning cubes. You can use any seasoning cubes of your choice. And I also added salt for taste. I mixed everything properly, like I massaged all the ingredients inside the meat. Then once I was satisfied that everything had been mixed properly, I packed the meat and stored them in the freezer. The same thing that I did with the beef, I did with the chicken. Okay, now my darlings, let's go back to the benefits of drying meat. Most people would ask, what are the benefits of drying meat? Why go through so much stress to dry meat? To answer that question, drying meat is a sustainable way to keep meat without freezing it, be it chicken, pork or beef, whichever one you want to dry. Drying meat is a beloved culinary tradition that continues to captivate people, and this is because of the long-lasting qualities and delectable taste it gives to the meat, especially if done properly. Now the delectable taste you get depends on how well you marinate the beef or the chicken or the pork, whichever one you're drying. The process of drying meat simply involves dehydrating or removing moisture from the meat. Now this results in a nutrient dense and lightweight food option. Now let me explain further why I said dried meat becomes a lightweight food option. When the meat is dried properly, I mean be it chicken, pork or beef like I mentioned earlier, it's easier for you to package it and label it to someone either home or abroad. it's way easier for travel purposes, even if you want to travel with it yourself. Okay, but you can't do that with wet meat. Okay, so this is one of the major benefits of dry meat. Now guys, another key benefit of drying meat is the flavor that is being infused into the meat due to the tools that are used in drying the meat. Aside firewood, you can see that we also use banana leaves to cover up the meat during the process of drying the meat. Now you can use either banana leaves or plantain leaves. This type of method has been used for years in the village, even till date, because the plant's waterproof and flexible texture make it the perfect cooking tool. If I must mention, my darlings, these big size leaves comes in handy because it protects its content from drying out. And I must say, this is practically what aluminium foil or butcher paper or even parchment paper does when cooking or baking. But these organic leaves do more than just provide an extra layer so meats are protected from extreme heat or an open flame. These leaves, they have an edible waxy exterior that melts when it is exposed to a heat. Now this adds an extra flavor to boost whatever ingredient that might be hiding beneath its folds. Oh my goodness, you guys. Now let me allow you hear the natural sound coming out from the meat while it was drying out, so that you will understand all this grammar I have just spoken. Now guys, I'm sure you enjoyed hearing that sound. I'm sure you can even imagine the aroma that was oozing out while the meat was roasting. Please, my darlings, at this point, enjoy watching the rest part of this video as I share with you guys how this roasted chicken was prepared. I mean, the local way that we prepared this chicken and enjoyed it as a family for Christmas. But of course, I packed my dried meats back to my home. Please keep watching and enjoy the rest part of the video. Okay?
When your body is drying, it come down. How you season it for the
How
salt?
would you come down?
The salt enter.
I seasoned it the day before yesterday.
Salt.
Now put it inside freezer. Me, you're not cutting that thing well.
It bone now. You want me to
The
chop?
knife is not sharp. That's
It's
why.
very sharp. Oh. You want me to chop before
The way
my
you're
aka?
cutting it, when you put it inside this stew, that's why I'm asking.
You, this chicken will enter second.
It's already dry. It will not scatter.
To not scatter.
Because it's already dry, it will just soak in sauce and
Moisture.
remain like that.
Oh. So guys, the chicken was still seasoned with more seasoning cubes and salt, and it was steamed for a few minutes, a very tiny minute, like 5 minutes or even less, before adding it to the cooking pot, which is the buka stew that you see cooking. You guys, the aroma of this stew was literally everywhere. Oh my goodness. I mean, you guys, try cooking stew with roasted chicken where they roast with firewood and banana leaves. You would definitely attest to this yourself. My darlings, I have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Bye.